Yesterday, I don't know if you are finished. I want to say that yesterday, Victoria bombarded us with one powerful key. Victoria, if you can bring it out for us, those are weeks that Archbishop is leading us into, is also part of our teachings um, in the ministry, and they are all fact and figures. So please, Victoria, if you can remember what yesterday you hit us with it.
What? I'm not quite sure which politics that was. What was it about a little bit? Do you remember?
About prayer. You said size of prayer, two sides of prayer or something. Sizes of prayer. You remember?
I'm trying to remember.
All right, while you are trying to remember,
Oh,
okay.
I didn't understand you. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember. Do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Okay. There's two sides of prayer: worship and discovery. Prayer, the power tip is prayer is worship and discovery.
This
Thank you. I
morning,
had wanted you to start.
let's continue. This morning, want to thank you so much for coming to our broadcast. I I thank you so much for your giving so that we can continue to do the work of ministry of telling the story of Jesus and solving human problems. So we encourage you to continue to give so that we can keep the kingdom of God in power in our midst. Most of you have had like about 2-3 jobs since you were born. Some of you have had like about 10 different jobs that you've done. Others, you have gone through so many, up to 20 different jobs. And you wonder why. Why is it that you have gone through so many jobs and so many jobs have gone through you? You've worked at the airport. You've been a cleaner. You've been a full-time mom or dad. You've worked at a grocery store. You've been a banker. You've been a nurse. You've been a teacher. What the heck? Hardly any kind of job that will be mentioned that you have not tried your hand on it. So what no one has had the courage to tell you is the power key you're about to hear. You ask yourself, why is it that I have done this so many jobs? Why is it that I have been in so many professions? I have acquired so many professional skills. You are not satisfied? You are not happy? And in all these different jobs you've done, you've made no money. You're very bitter about the different boss you've had along the way in the different jobs. Those who kick your butt and those whom you've kicked their butt too. They fired you. You fired them. Enemies everywhere just because of a job and earning a living. You've made so many enemies. Was that worth it? There's a reason why all those things were happening. Mary, if you have it, read it to us. If you don't, I have it. Every good, bad, and ugly things that has happened at your job or jobs while you are on the posts, these things are actually helping you. They are revealing, that's the first word there. Every job you have had, including the job you are doing right now, is a teacher and a life revealing something about you, not something about the job. You need to be aware of this, because we are not comfortable about being told things about ourselves. We don't want it. Every job that you've had and you quit, every job you've had and you resigned, every job you've had and you are still in it right now, whether you're enjoying it or you're not enjoying it, it doesn't matter how much the paycheck is. Every job you've had and you were fired is a revealer. Is revealing who you are and what you should be pursuing, what you should be really doing. So two things. In fact, it's revealing who you are, your character, and it's revealing what exactly you should have been pursuing all along, or what you should be pursuing from now on. That's the power tip for today. A job is a revealer. Just like money is a revealer. God is a revealer. That's why prayer is a revealer. Discovery. If we remove the word reveal about what a job do to us, you find out that job is where discovery happens. But we want to consistently use the word reveal. That's stronger in this. If I ask you now why you were fired at a particular job, you will tell me everything about the people. You will tell me everything about your boss, all the bad things they did to you. You will tell me what was happening in your marriage, and perhaps that's why you couldn't focus. Or your boss was a drunkard, but he has been a drunkard and is in that job. He's been running that job for the last 30 years. And there have been people working under him. They are not his brothers or sisters. No blood connection. But they've been working with that drunkard. for the last 30 years, and they all are making 100,000 a year or more, and they are there. But you came in, you start complaining immediately. You didn't like the other people who are working there. They are all witches and wizards. Let me tell you something. If you do not want to listen to what your job is revealing about you, it's not witches and wizards who are going to curse you. Satan is not going to abuse you or curse you. Your family members are not going to go to juju against you. It is you who are going to curse yourself. Because you refuse to listen to what your job is saying about you. All the many jobs that you've gone through is saying about you. It's just like if you're a renter. You've gone through so many rental properties. And you forgot that there are people who live in just one. And they live there until they buy their own. So why is it that you keep moving? What's pursuing you? Why do you keep moving from job to job? Who is pursuing you? What is pursuing you? And let me tell you who. You are pursuing yourself. You are kicking yourself on your butt. You are the one firing yourself. You know why? Because every job you enter will reveal who you are. Now, it's not that the job will reveal something bad about you, but the job is revealing something good about you. The job also is revealing something ugly about you. A job is revealing whether you should see the doctor or not. That something is going on in your brain. Your brain is firing more than it should. Or your brain is sleeping. That your mind is working right. Or your mind is lunatic in nature. So see a doctor and get it corrected. So the job also is revealing that you cannot tolerate people. Other people. The job is revealing that you are a gossiper. You love to gossip. And anywhere you enter, you become a union leader. Even if there is just 5 people in that job, immediately you come in, you want to be in charge of the job. You now start to organize them. Even if they already have a union, you start your own little union. You start gossiping against your supervisors. Look at the kind of car that him or her is driving. Look at how short and fat his wife is. Yep. If it's a woman, you say, look at how bald-headed the husband is. He's short and fat and has no buttocks. They've been driving, I heard that they've been driving that car. They only have one car in their family. You start gossiping. And it gets to the supervisor. And you behave like it was not you. You lie that it was the other person. Because you came to organize. A job revealed that you love controlling things. You like to be in charge. A job will reveal that you are not a person that can easily take orders from your boss or your supervisors or managers. That you hate authority figures, people in authority and leadership. You hate them. And then lead yourself, you cannot lead. Follow others, you cannot follow. You become a super asupagebai. Get out of the way, you don't want to get out of the way. Be a leader, you can't lead. And then you are given leadership, you cannot lead. You are given followership, you cannot follow. So a job reveals who you really are. Excuse me. A job really reveals your true nature. There are people who will go to that job and they are quiet, do what they are told to do. They know what their job is, the title, and what they have to do every day. And they do exactly that, and they go home. And they've been doing it for 50 years, doing the same thing. If it's a pilot, he's been flying the same plane or other planes in the same company without asking questions. And he has been doing that for the last 20 years and has benefit accumulated. You came in just 2 months, you got fired. You go to American Airlines, you got fired. United, you got kicked out. You went to Southwest, they told you not even to try to apply. You went to Delta, they told you shouldn't get in the plane, you should work in the office. And then they tried you in the office, it didn't work. You become an air hostess. You fought with a passenger physically. They box you on your mouth to tell you shut the hell up. And you took the beer bottle and broke the passenger's head. Now you put Delta in trouble. So they fired you. So tell me another airline, you had a record. You went there and you now befriending the pilot. The pilot couldn't focus to fly the plane because you are now the problem. You are now chasing the passengers to make sure you get a new boyfriend. Everywhere you enter to have a job, your character will show up because the job past present has already revealed. After one job, a normal person should sit down and say to him or herself, what do this job reveals about me? How do I talk? Am I a talker or am I a communicator? Am I a negotiator? Or am I somebody that is an accuser or judgmental? Do this job make me to dress better for the job? Or I come to a job that I'm required to dress corporate, dress like a bum. Why? Because I can't iron my clothes, I can't do laundry, and that's why I'm broke. Because you go and buy some nice things, you wear it 2 days, because you are lazy, you put it in a trash bag, and you start looking for the next paycheck to go and buy new clothes. You cannot take care of the one you have. A job is revealing you. Everybody's nails are done. They've done their hair so that they are presentable in the job. You can't do it. So they get you fired because you came smelling like bullshit in the job. They got you fired because you don't represent the job. You are on everyone's butt. Everyone is on yours. So they fire you. And you've been saying that before you pack your things and left, you're going to sue them. After 2 years since you left that job, you have not been able to get a lawyer to sue them. You are already in a different job. And you've not sat down to ask yourself, how do I behave? When you were leaving the last job, you were telling everybody you are going to start your own business. Or you are going to go back to college to get a degree. You went to, because education also reveals. Education reveals. You go, you never finished. And you blame the white man. Like Burning Spear was singing on Teacher, Teacher, Teach Me, Teacher. That white man came with school. We never can finish their school. Yeah? White man brought school. And we couldn't finish white man's school. That's what Burning Spear sings. Go and hear it. Yeah, that's what Rastafarians say. That's why Rastafarians hate white people. They don't want them. Because they say they came to lie to them. And they brought education. And the Rastafarian could not finish the school. That none ever finished. That's why Rastafarians don't go to school. It's nowadays you start seeing Rastafarians with long dreadlock, professors and so on. Those ones are different. But the real natty dreadlocks,
Don't go natty.
Yeah, go natty, go. They don't go to school. They cannot finish the white man's school. Education will reveal you. It will reveal that you don't have patience. So let's get back to the job. A job will reveal that you don't have any patience with people. Your boss is listening on the phone. You are a customer service representative, or you represent that company. You have to take credit card, debit card, and e-check. And you are ahead cursing a customer. I'm serious. I've seen it happen. There was this particular bank, Wells Fargo, let's call it by name. An elderly woman. I was there listening in that woman's house. Her husband was right there with me. And her son was right there and the daughter. And the woman was calling Wells Fargo customer service to check her balance. This is an 80-something-year-old woman. I want to make sure that the check that was deposited by my son is there. The person at the other end said this. You want, because the person at the other side, after saying, oh yes ma'am, I'm checking. Then he said, excuse me madam, I'll be on the phone again. Just stay on. And this woman stayed there for a long time. It was like she was forgotten. Finally, the girl came back on the line. The person at Wells Fargo. And the woman said, I can't believe that you left me on the phone for this long. The girl went off on this old elderly woman and called her the B word. This is an elderly white lady, European descendant, versus a white girl at the other end. And she said, you won't allow me to rest with this your empty bank account that has only $300 in it, that you will not allow me to rest. You poor B. Call her the B word. Poor B. Oh my word. We couldn't believe, because it was on speaker. She was on speaker in case the husband wanted to say something. We couldn't believe, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And the voice of the person at the other end is a white lady, maybe in her 30s or 35, I can say, highest will be 40. And you know, a lot of people from 18 to 30, how they act like they know it all. Never ask themselves the question, what is my job revealing about me? I couldn't believe it. And she hung the phone on her. Come on. Every one of us, we look at each other. We couldn't believe it. The husband took the phone to his office downstairs and called Wells. I could hear him yelling because he's a cowboy. He was yelling. I felt so bad. Your job is revealing that you cannot tolerate people, that you are an abuser. Therefore, you are a user. You are just using Wells Fargo to abuse people. The bank is not a bad bank, but you've come to taint the image of that bank because of the insensitivity to who you are. You don't want to accept who you are and go to a job that is tailor-made for people like you. Tailor-made for you. You don't want to do that. You want to be called a banker. So you went to banking school to be a banker. Even though bank is not for you. Banks do not know you. You don't belong there because you are an abuser. That's who you are, naturally speaking. You are looking for an institution, for a job to use in order to abuse your fellow workers and to abuse the customers. No public relation, no human resource management. You don't care. I went into a Walmart to buy something with Victoria, our Victoria, many years ago. Vicky asked the man, "Do you guys have so and so thing?" The man said, "Oh no, we don't." Did you hear me? The man said, "Oh no, we don't have such things. We don't sell such things in our stores." I'm serious. We don't sell such things in our stores. I said to Vicky, "Come, let's go." We started looking, because that's how Victoria is. She's very, very savvy. When she wants to do something, she's very savvy about it. I'm the same way. Because when it comes to being a secretary to me, this girl knows her job. I swear to God, she knows her job. And she will protect your interest to the very last. Vicky said, "Follow me." I followed her. She went into this side, went into that side, went into that side. And she found the very product that the Walmart man told us that they don't sell anymore in their store. These are the kind of people you keep in your business. And they will make sure that money does not come into your store. Because why do you open Walmart? So that goods will come and people will buy and go. You bring more and sell, so more money is being made. And people are receiving quality product, quality service. And you go and bring those idiots and put them at the job. And they are telling people that the product, the item is not there. But the thing is there. An item that should have been bought. One person can buy hundreds of those things. And then you bring new ones. And those things will be sitting there. And the cost and the workers, the staff are saying, "We don't sell those things anymore." And they are there. Vicky look at me, I look at Vicky. And it's just like a coincidence. You see, coincidence and chances are born when you do something good. Vicky and I'm following Vicky because she walks very fast. When she's in such a mood, she walks fast. So you have to walk fast with her. So when I'm with her, I make sure I have to run. It's like a kindergarten running after a teacher. You have to run fast to catch up with her. And as we were just walking to go and check out, here comes the same idiot. The same man is coming towards us. Vicky and I will stop. Vicky lifted the product and showed it to the man. And she didn't say a word. She just lifted the product and showed it to the man. And she waved at the man and I waved at the man. Because this is my policy. When I ask you to lead, I become a follower. So since she didn't say nothing, So I didn't say nothing. That's how I behave. She waved at the man. I waved at the man. And inside me, I'm saying, you bloody idiot. Inside me, that's what I was saying. And we keep going, and we went and checked it out. We went and checked out, and we left. Vicky did not say a word. She only lifted the product and showed it to the man. Showed it to the man. The man was shocked. You can see his eyes looking big in his head. Do you think that stopped me from doing the right thing? I didn't tell Vicky. After we have gone, and I came back, I came back to my own city. I called that Walmart. And I reported, because I wrote down the time, the name on the tag of the man, how old I think he is. This is someone of European descendants. He's around 60, has a sandy, bushy hair like a bushwhacker. He looks like a bum that has been high for weeks. Pulling an elderly man with his pants sagging a little bit. Come on, give me a break. And immediately I called the manager and told the manager, do you know what the manager told me? A job reveals. He said, many people have been calling about some of my workers. He has received many calls too. And I brought him to the office and I warned him. And I told him, one more call from customers, one more complaint, you are gone. The manager stormed out of the office because the guy was at work. He said, you want to hear something? The guy said, what did I do? The manager handed the phone on to him. And I asked, he put it on speaker. I said, do you remember me coming to this last month at so and so time with a white girl, pretty and beautiful, with long hair? And we asked you of this product. You said you guys stopped carrying it since the days of Noah and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But we found it. He started stuttering. And even after my secretary found it and waved it at you, a normal person should have run and apologized, knowing that your job may be terminated. These people might report you. You did not. The manager took it and said you were fired. Get your things and out of here. That man was fired without no benefit. You go to so many stores, so many grocery stores. The one that is the worst that I can't stand are people from the Islamic world. Their attitude towards their job sucks. A customer will walk into your store. You cannot even say, hello, how are you? You see a customer wandering around looking for something, and you come and pass the customer, you said nothing. Vicky and I again, we were in a store buying something. And I brought a bottle of a cooking thing, something to cook. And I said to the guy from Vietnam that was at the checkout, because some of these things are written in their own language. He read and speak Vietnam. I said, what is the difference between this one that is written in English and this other bottle? Do you know what the guy told me? He was busy looking at his Facebook page. That's what he was busy doing. Was looking at his Facebook page and talking on the phone. He has two phones. One is looking at Facebook, the other one he's talking on it. He didn't care about the job. He told me, oh, put that thing away. I'm speaking. He said, oh, put that thing away. I don't know anything about it. I said, are you serious? He said, put that there. I don't know anything about it. A job reveals that you don't even like the job. A job reveals you don't like human beings. You don't like Vietnamese people, because I see the way he treated some elderly Vietnamese man that come there to come and be checked out. And I was in total shock that that store is still in business. If you want, the name is called Lucky Market. Somewhere. Or whether Market Lucky or something like that. I think that's the one, if I'm not mistaken. Or Go Lucky, something like that. Or Come Lucky. And you come there frustrated and tensed and unhappy. Can you believe that? Your job is revealing something about you. Your job is revealing that you instead of you looking at the major things that will make money, bring you money, you are looking at the little stuff. You are a little stuff person. There are neighbors around you. You open your door, they open their windows. They are looking at what you are doing. Anybody who drive into your driveway, they want to see who. Oh, they have a child there. Who are these people? As though those people are going to harm them. Anybody passing through the street, they open their doors and they are looking at you. They are panicking. So, in the first place, why were you even born? Why are you living in that neighborhood? Why don't you go and live in the bush all by yourself with the monkeys and the apes and gorillas and the elephant and rhinoceros until they come there one day and tear down your house? Then you finally become like one of them, run naked and running wild in the bush. You are employed at a job. Instead of shutting up and doing the job. Oh, tomorrow morning I'm going to tell the owners. They should have been doing, you storm into your supervisor, manager, or the president's office. Say, I have to tell you my mind. I have to give you a piece of my mind. I've not been able to sleep or to rest about this. I think this should have been here. You guys should have done the business this way. It should have been done this way. You start teaching them about the job that does not belong to your mother and father, that you did not establish. You are not the owner or the founder. The way the other people are doing this job is very wrong. It should have been done this way, that way, that way. They did not employ you to be the president of the company. They employ you to be a worker and to shut your big old mouth. Immediately you start to complain, they know that you cannot protect the secrecy of that business. And they begin to find a way, either to lay you off with pay, and then you go on unemployment. And finally you don't come back. They make sure you don't come back, because you are a threat to their money. You are a threat to their safety. And then if at the job you are yelling at people, it should tell you that something is wrong with your mind. That you have a medium size or a mild mental problem. You should go and let the doctor check you out and put you on medication. But you refuse. Every day you come there and yell and shout at people. Almost fight at people. Your job is revealing who you are. Now, If you are going from job to job, it reveals even more about you. That character-wise, you are not stable. You are not stable. Oh, it's witches who are doing this to me. There is no bigger witch that is bewitching you than yourself. Your witchcraft is bewitching you. You are the witch bewitching you, bewitching your job, bewitching your marriages, bewitching your children, scattering everybody. All your kids have run away. They don't want to have nothing to do with you. A job is revealing. Past job and present job is revealing. So what's the solution? Sit yourself down on your butt and make a decent decision. Finally, you've discovered that you are somebody that should work alone. Like I told the military, the US military, about a particular lady that was associated with me in the military, and they wanted to remove her from the military. So they said they should call me, since she is somebody that is closer to me. And I said one thing to the person that flew from Washington, D.C. to this place to come and interview me concerning her. I said, don't fire her. Promote her for me, but let her work alone. You guys have offices and jobs whereby she can work alone. She is not good at taking orders. Send her to such a place. And that's what they did. I'm not sure whether she's still in the military or not. Easily angry, irritable over minor detail. Say you finish drinking water. You did not take the glass from the dining table immediately you finish drinking. She doesn't even know whether you wanted to go and get more water to come and drink. She will immediately pick that glass. Why did you not go and put it back where it is? She will throw it at you or break it. I'm serious. That's how serious it is. I know of one, a military woman, so sick in the head, simply because the husband did not come home with a pack of cigarettes for her. She took the baseball bat, hit the husband on the head, broke the glass of the car of the husband, broke all the glasses, broke all of them, and went and sat down at the front porch drinking Heineken beer. Can you believe that? Be careful who you employ. Be careful about somebody that you've made your friend, so that you don't become guilty by association. You don't acquire character by association, because you will. You begin to feel that certain things are right, and you have the right to do it. Then you'll be eating lunch, and things didn't go your way. You take the Burger King or McDonald's and throw it on the wall of the White House of the United States, as though that is your house, to show what a little irritable 3-year-old boy you are. In the name of Jesus. That's what it shows. That's what it reveals. A job will reveal you. A job will expose you. Therefore, you better stay home. Like I told some people the other day, I said, Trump has no business to do business or to step into leadership position, especially to be a president of a nation. He should be sitting down in New York or Florida collecting welfare from government. That's what people in his kind of mindset, that's what they do. Because you don't have what it takes. to be a leader. You don't have what it takes to be a follower. Someone like Putin should never have been introduced into the KGB or whatever. And look at it now. Destroying Ukraine and using oil as a leverage on the head of Europe. Stupid Europe. Can they dig their own oil? What is better? To buy cheap oil from enemies? Or to dig your own oil and pay the price for it and refine it? Grow your own rice and beans. Grow your own crops and pay the price for it and be at peace, instead of going to buy from enemies who are going to use it for leverage in so many other ways, so that you can listen to them and obey them. Even if whatever they are doing is evil, you'll be forced to look the other way, or to go with it, or just to stomach it and tolerate it, because they have something over your head for your survival. Should America, a country that has one of the biggest oil reserve in the world, be buying oil from Saudi Arabia or from other countries? No, we shouldn't. We have enough oil in Wyoming, in the Dakotas, in Kansas, Oklahoma, enough in Texas, Colorado, all the way to Wisconsin. We have it. In Alaska. Why do we need to be messing with enemies in the name of they will sell it cheap for us? Let them drink their own oil. Let them use it and do their own jihad. Let's drill our own. Look at African countries, rich soil, ancient rich soil, cannot even grow their own rice. They can't even grow their own wheat. They can't. You are depending on Russia and Ukraine, so that when they're in trouble, your people are dying. Every day UNICEF is talking about a World Health Organization, United Nations will not allow us to hear something. How people in Africa will starve and die because of the war, because the food supply is not. I say, are you serious? We cannot even grow our own wheat. African people cannot grow their own rice. African people depend on China to make their own shoes, their own clothes. America depend on China for the pants on their butts and the shirts on their back. What does it reveal? Another day we'll talk about that. The land of Ethiopia is known as one of the most fertile land in the world. And you cannot grow your own rice. You cannot raise your own cows. You cannot raise your own chicken and turkey and pigs. Are you serious? Something is wrong with all of you in Ethiopia. Your leaders need to be flogged, and they are, oh my gosh, they need to be beaten. You can't think for yourself. Everyday problem in the Congo, everyday problem in Kenya, everyday problem in Nigeria, everyday South Africa will not let people rest. And yet, who is stopping you from growing your own food, digging your own oil, producing your own gold? Look at Ghana. Ghana has gold. Ghana has shea butter. Tell me one cosmetics that is one cosmetics in the world that is being produced by the great names in luxury goods that does not depend on Ghana for shea butter. And Ghana should have used shea butter and gold as a leverage and everybody come to bow before them to get a little bit of it. They won't do it. They don't even know what to do with it. Ghana should have been the world biggest producer of luxury cosmetics of any type you can think of, from lipstick to rosy cheek, mascaras, lotion of different kinds. Both body and both cosmetic type. Ghana should have had one of the best companies, and everybody flies there to get it, or they ship it around the world. Ghana has one of the largest, they are one of the largest producers of cocoa, or you call it cocoa, we call it cocoa. So Ghana should have been the #1 producers of chocolate. Instead, Mars family, M-A-R-S, that family, they made their billions through Ghana, and Ghana has made their hundreds and a little bit of thousands. They take cocoa from Ghana and go and produce chocolate in London, in Switzerland. You guys know that Dorothy sent me chocolate from Switzerland. Annie sent me chocolate from Norway. Our Annie here. You guys don't know why I call her Big Love. She sent me chocolate, different kind of chocolate from Norway. And Dorothy sent me chocolate from Switzerland. And I began to trace where and how the chocolate came about. Both the chocolate that is produced in Germany, France, England, Holland, United States, Norway, Switzerland, all of them trace their root back to the cocoa of Ghana. And yet Ghana has not made no money from cocoa, no money from shea butter. You can buy shea butter for little or nothing. The people there don't even know what it's worth. Go to Congo and Rwanda. What they use in making this cell phone, that's why I'm holding this cell phone, and this iPad. Every computer you see on the earth, doesn't matter how it looks like. Every electronic devices you see in the world, doesn't matter the type. You can trace the original thing that make that thing work from the border of Congo and Rwanda. Yeah, Rwanda is broke. Congo is broke. Japan is rich. America is rich. China is rich. Now, Taiwan is rich. South Korea is rich. Those are the big players. Germany is rich. Those are the big players in electronics that I've mentioned. They are all rich. Rwanda is broke, struggling to come up nowadays. Congo is broke, until their butt has fallen out for being broke so much. Broke completely. And when you see Congo people around the world, they are all behaving like they are from the village. Majority of them. They dress like village people. They look like village people. They are scary to talk to people. Congo people. I'm saying it so that if you are from Congo, if you have enough balls, call me and I will tell you the same. Because I have had relationship with Congo people for so long. Whether Congo people who fled to Uganda or Congo people who fled to Kenya, and from those places they went to different parts of Europe, they cannot change. So if this will make you to sit up and think, good for you. I'm not against your country, but I want you to sit up and start thinking. Because what is happening to your country is revealing who you are. Instead, they are good at drinking, sex, eat, and dance. Makosa. And that is what is going to solve your problem. It's entertainment. A job is revealing you. Now let me tell you the last thing that a job is revealing, among other things that I've left out because it's unnecessary. A job is revealing you cannot handle people. That's one. Because you can't handle yourself. Next, a job is revealing the way things have been happening, especially the bad and the ugly, that there is a special kind of job you need, tailor-made for you, and you should find it. There is a particular kind of people that you should work with. I have taken a man from Walmart and Target, where he has worked, and Sam's Club, and there were violent scenery event that happened. I took that same man and I put him at Goodwill. That man is still at Goodwill up till now. He's enjoying his job. He's making good money. He's now a manager. Why? He was a bum on the streets of America. He's still a bum in his head. He can abuse you at any time and fight you. And who are the majority of people who go to certain kind of thrift stores? Bums like him. So when bum meet bums, they go outside and smoke cigarette and exchange cigarette together. Talk about where they can get the best marijuana together. They are not talking about money. They have no need for it. Give them cigar and let them see the cigar. Also, are you there? Give them cigarette and marijuana for them to shack. We call it shack. That's the nickname we have for it. Can see cigar, can see marijuana. Then they will meet somewhere after his job for them to drink rum or beer, something cheap. And they are happy. And the fellow workers are bums too. Each of them have gone to prison and came out. So you put them together. You do not need to be birds of the same feathers flock together. That's not it. This one will be animals with the same shapes of tails. Should stay together. Animals with the same sound should stay together. And everyone is happy. You don't need to be the same kind. As long as your tails are the same, the sound is the same, you are good to go. The behavior is the same, you are good to go. You go to barber shops. Go to barber shops. 90% of people who work in barber shop, who will barb your hair, came out of jail. So that's why they are happy. You never see them fight or quarrel. Hey, Brown, do you have a pack of Marlboro? Yeah. Can I borrow one? Yes, sir. They are even calling each other sir, ma'am. They show each other respect and honor. Man, will you cut my hair after you finish with the customer? Yes, sir. Even the little ones who are 18, 19, 20, the one who are 40s are addressing them as yes, as ma'am and sir. They are the same. Take them and go and ask them to go and work at Best Buy. Trouble. Go and put them at Denny's to work there or McDonald's. Trouble. A job reveals that there is a particular place where you should have a job. In as much as you cannot establish your own business. Because people think that it's easy to start a business and to maintain a business and to make profit out of it. They think it's easy. It's not. They think it's easy to go to school, to go to college and finish and get a degree. At least a second class upper or lower or even a third class. Go and find out whether it's easy. A job is telling you, find your spot, find your place. Like Vivian said, discover your niche. So it's not even about the niche. You already know what you are good at doing. The problem is, where is it needed? And where is your character together with the job? Where do they fit in another job? That's what you should be talking about. So that you don't judge people. People don't judge you. People don't get you fired. I know of a guy who manages a McDonald's for somebody and for me. And what happened? He came out of a certain background, which nobody will give him a job. Every other job he tried, he failed. Until we told him to come and manage something for us. Who did he bring to come and work with him? People like him. Everyone that he brought there, other McDonald's around the town, people come and go, come and go, come and go. But his own people that he personally, we told him, we will not employ anybody. You pick those that you want to work with you. That's why we are making money there. He pick those that he want to work with him. They cannot steal from him. Because a thief will not steal from that kind of a thief. Because that guy is brutal. He will beat you and kill you before the police will come. So everyone he bring to work with him, they are honest because he is the boss. He was a boss somewhere where he was, and we got him out. So how do you think all these street guys will not come under him? No thief has ever broken into that McDonald's. You are not yet born to go there. All the drug dealers know him. All the prostitutes know him. That's where they come to get their food, to get their McDonald's. That's where they come to gas up with soda. I mean with soft drink. That's where they come to get their drink and eat their burgers and their salad. Because he's one of them. And he's happy that he was given such an opportunity. A job is revealing that you should be honest, not to step into where you don't belong. If you step into it, you won't have money. A job is revealing that you cannot handle mad people. Those of you in healthcare, you cannot handle mad people. A job is revealing that. You cannot work, you cannot do a job where your boss is partially mentally unsound, bringing problem from his marriages into the job. That you cannot work with dysfunctional family people who come from dysfunctional family. You cannot work with them. You cannot work with people who are sex addicts, gamblers, liars, smoke marijuana, shag some big old blunt. You can't work with them. You should know this, that you don't have that kind of drive and passion for this kind of people. So if they give you those kind of, you decline. I peacefully and sincerely decline. Give me other clients. A job is revealing that you don't have the physical energy and strength to be moving 500-pound client, elderly person, You are going to drop their butt on the floor, and there will be a court case against you. Look at a tiny little woman like you. And you are going to be managing and providing care for a 500-pound old male or old female. You can't lift the person up. You can't even turn the person around to wipe their butt. You can't do nothing. One side of their, just look at one side of their belly. It's bigger than the entire you. One side of their belly is bigger than the entire you, height and width. It's bigger than you. Every day you go home, you complain of nausea. You complain of headache. You complain of vertigo. You complain of everything. It's because you cannot stand the stench and the smell at your job. You are taking care of elderly people who are shitting on themselves and peeing on themselves, throwing up on themselves, and your tiny little body cannot handle it. You think you should stay because the money is good, and yet you are dying. The job is killing you softly. With a, how did they sing that music? Killing me softly with something. Something is something. With love, is it? Killing me with softly with love, something like that. Killing me softly, and the job will be killing you softly.
With his song.
Oh, with what?
With his song.
With his song, With his song. I used to hear that song when I was a little kid. I used to wonder what that is about. Why is the person trying to kill this person softly? I said, what? I don't understand this one. And the job will be killing you softly. The job is revealing. The job is telling you, run, run, run. You don't belong here. And you are looking at the paycheck. And the paycheck will be there and you will drop and die. The reason why we are using power tip to talk to many of you. Don't settle just for any kind of job. Not just because somebody offer you a job. You should accept it. Because of the pay. Don't do any job because of the pay. Don't do any job because you will dress nice and corporate. Like one lady that worked for Southwest Airline. He was telling one man, and I was eavesdropping, that the man was saying, what made you to love Southwest, to be an air hostess? She says she liked it because of the uniform. And you know, Southwest hostess, their women have their best uniform. They look very grand. They look solid. They look very smooth. They look sexy. They look very beautiful. She said it was the uniform. No uniform should make you to accept a job. No money should make you to accept a job. You should accept a job only because you are tailor-made for it. You can tolerate that job and tolerate the people in it. You will be nice. You go to the job happy. Money will not come to people who goes to the job just for money. Money will refuse to come to you. Money will not come to you. Big promotion and reward will not come to people who go to the job because you are wearing a medical doctor's white gown, or a nurse's red, blue, and black uniform. That makes you look good. Or a lawyer, you'll be wearing suits and driving a nice car. That's not what it's about. That job will kill you before death kills you. You must do a job that you are happy about. You have a lot to contribute in that area. I told Samantha, you cannot be in any program that your major, you don't have much to contribute. I want an area that you have a lot to say. You will be an authority in that area and you are happy about the job and you can control the atmosphere of that job. That's what I want. And she listened to me. Vicky, don't pick up any client simply because they offer you good money. Look at the environment. Make sure the job is not going to kill you. And she agrees to that. Don't do a job because it looks good, sounds good, feels good. Do it because you've calculated the facts and figures. And you know it is right for you. You are happy about it. Don't do a job because you are going to make friends there. You are going to befriend the owner's daughter so that you can get your bond in. No. Do a job because you've calculated the facts and figures about it. And know that you are tailor-made for this job. It's a job. It's not for friendship. You are not going to that job because people will like you and send you a thank you card. I care less about people liking me. I care less about people sending me money or a thank you card. If they want to do good, if they don't, fine. I'm not interested. I'm doing my job. And that is what it is. And I'm tailor-made for it. So I have no business complaining about anybody. Your job is revealing that you need a peaceful job. You need a peaceful job. You cannot handle conflict. You cannot handle depression. You cannot handle oppression. You cannot handle heavy stress. So why go and do it when you know this about you? A job is revealing that if you keep doing that job, you will lose your mind. You will lose your mind. I swear you will lose your mind. So there are many of you that should quit your job and sit back and find out and pursue a different career altogether. A man became a surgeon in Utah. A father of one of the ladies that loves me a lot, a white lady, tall, nice lady. Her father became a surgeon and did it for 5 years, then 7 years. He sat himself down. He heard me say what I'm saying to all of you. He sat himself down and discovered that he's happy with animals than with humans. He went back to school and became a vet doctor. That's how he became a millionaire. All this time he was a surgeon. He made no money. He was just making his salary. But he became a vet doctor. He made more than the salary. Because people are also giving him a side job that he's doing on the side. Not just what he's doing in the office. Find out where you fit in. So that people will stop complaining about you. So that you stop complaining about people. You are a transient creature. You have a limited time on the earth. So you have no time to complain about anybody. Or anybody complaining about you. If they complain about you, you don't even listen to them. Because you are in the right place. From today, pursue the right job. You don't need to bribe nobody. You don't need to give anything in exchange so that you can stay and be loved at your job. Because you're already fit for it. You will be like New York. They like you or they leave you. And that's just the way it is. Many of you have suffered at your job because you did not hear what I'm saying this morning. Pastors don't preach this kind of thing. They don't talk about money and jobs. But Jesus talks a lot about jobs and money. In the Bible, in the Gospels. But all they tell you is sin and holiness and repentance and baptism and speaking in tongues and going to heaven. That earth is a preparation for heaven. Liars.com. Earth is a preparation for earth. When heaven comes, heaven comes. It's none of my business. My job is to stay here on earth and to be happy here, to be creative here, and to enjoy this transient life, which does not even make sense to me sometimes. Why human being must die, and devils don't die, Satan is not yet dead, and we are dead because of one idiot coming to fool human beings. And I keep telling God, you should not have taken such a drastic measure of human beings so that we die. But then I also understand the other side of it. When once corruption has entered and you allow corrupted people to keep being alive, well, it's not going to be a nice earth. So I understand why people must live after some time. So since that is the way the game is, play the game well. You don't have no time to waste with nobody at your job. For people to accuse you, judge you, fire you, go to court. You don't have no time for that. You need time to make money and transform that money to prosperity. Transform it to riches. Use riches to build great wealth. That's the time you have on the earth. You have no time for divorce. I divorce you, divorce me. Those things are too full of emotions. I don't want it. Go to court that they fired you. It's too full of emotion. I don't have that time for it. Change. Find your job. A peaceful place where you can go peacefully. Do a peaceful work. Earn a good pay. Be properly rewarded and promoted without nobody hearing anything about you. Bow your head and let's pray. Ask God and tell your angels to reveal your job and to take you to your job. Tell your angel, begin to talk to them. Don't pray to them. Let's do that first. Tell your angels, talk to them, they are talking to me. Call them by name. My legions of angels, take me to my job and bring my job to me. Come and begin to talk to angels. We are not asking you to pray to them, we are asking you to talk to your own angels. Tell them to take you to your job so that you can begin to earn the real money. You've spent too much time quarreling with people, firing and getting fired, kicking and being kicked. Have your butt not felt enough pain of being kicked several times? Has your mind not suffered enough pain of being bruised, used and abused? Maybe you are not making enough money because of what we are saying this morning. Then move into the right career. Many of you will say, if it's not this, I can never. I don't want to do anything except this. I'm an engineer. If I don't find work in engineering field, I'd rather stay home and collect welfare. Shame on you. Whereas you are not an engineer, even though you are a trained engineer, it's engineering in your system. You are not in the system is not in you. Huh? And you are engineer, iron worker. I see. You are going to drive semi-truck. You have killed 2 people already on the road. You still want to drive. Yesterday you went. You almost hit a child. It's good. You have to continue to drive. Yet you are not happy with that job, with the owners. You are sleeping on the wheel. Why not go and find a better thing and do before you kill everybody? You are a nurse and you think you are one, whereas you are just doing it. You were smart enough to pass exams and get licensed. Now you're a registered nurse or a medical doctor or a pharmacist. And you think you've arrived. And yet everybody has been complaining about you. You are taking medicine that should be given to Mr. Green. You took it and gave to Mr. White. White is now behaving like Mr. Green. Green is now behaving like Mr. White. Until they went and looked at their medication and discovered that you mixed their medication. Every time that has been happening. Why do you think you belong to being a doctor or a nurse? I've seen doctors who left a scissor inside the belly of someone that was operated upon. Until they did x-ray before they discovered something was left there. And the person has to go in immediately. And you call yourself a doctor? So you're operating on the person. Your mind is somewhere else. You can't focus. And you'll be killing people. You have to listen over and over again to today's broadcast. Because if you are in the right thing, tailor-made for you and you for it, you won't make any mistake. You'll be thorough. Those who came in because of money attraction, the same money that is attracting you, don't worry. You will pay out of pocket for damages. Just wait and see. It's going to happen. Elizabeth, where are you?
Right here.
I want you to pray for all of us and tell God Almighty that we are ready for our job. That He should now lead us to our job and lead our job to us. Begin to pray.
Heavenly Father, in your presence, we have been listening to your word. I'm asking you, and I'm asking, praying for all of us to bring us to our job. Those who are in their own field, or the field they are made for, the field, the job, the career they are evolved, cut off for them. Please bring it to us, bring us to them. We are ready for it. And those who are uncertain, unsure about it, Father, inspire them, and Holy Spirit, speak to them, reveal it to them, where they belong. I'm asking the angels to bring the job to us.
Everybody join hand, begin to pray. Everybody join hand, begin to pray. Those who want to pray in the Spirit, pray. Everybody join.
God Almighty, we are ready for our job. That healer may not go for us, for my people, for myself. So we can always have and we're supposed to enjoy life. Even enjoy.
Because you need a job that will make you to enjoy life.
Amen.
God will make us enjoy our
God will make us to enjoy life.
We won't complain, we won't tire, we won't blame on each other, we won't point finger at anybody.
You want to be happy. Tell God to give you a happy job. With a happy pay. Happy job, happy pay. Mary, write that down for me. Elizabeth, write that down for me. Happy job, happy pay. Happy job, happy pay. Write it down. Maybe this should be the title. Happy job, happy pay.
Happy job.
Yeah. And now I want everybody, before you leave, those who want to blow the whistle, play your drum. I want us to make noise unto the Lord. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to pray, pray. If you want to worship, worship. When you've had enough, you go home. The service is over. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Keep it shower like a